All right, take a look at this. This does not look good. The National Hurricane Center is tracking Tropical Depression 2, which is forecast to become Tropical Storm Bertha later today. The system formed yesterday morning off the west coast of Florida. A tropical storm watch now issued for the Florida Panhandle. Rain totals could be 2 to 4 inches with isolated amounts up to 8 inches in certain parts of Florida. Goodness. Let's go ahead and bring in Majestic. She's got more.
We'll be keeping a close eye on this all throughout the day today, likely seeing some upgrades as we're heading into the afternoon, even tonight. So Tropical Depression 2, this is the 11 a.m. advisory, really right there in the Gulf, impacting the panhandle of Florida. So think Panama City, out towards Destin. That's where some of those outer bands are starting to bring some heavier rain. Right now, though, it's moving slow northwest at only 3 miles an hour. It is starting to become a little bit more well organized. Winds 35 miles an hour. So it's important to watch those sustained winds, because in order for it to get upgraded, that number needs to go from 35 to 39. That'll likely happen today. You can see where it currently is. It's going to continue to move off to the north and to the west, really impacting areas along the panhandle of Florida, Mississippi, Alabama, and then eventually making its way through Louisiana and Texas. So we'll be watching that. That would be the second named storm of the season so far. So we've already had Arthur, and then later on today, or maybe early tomorrow, once that storm gets named, it would be Bertha. So stay close to our weather team. We're going to keep you up to date with the very latest. Outside right now here in the beautiful Queen City, you can see live. It is an overall good mix of sun and clouds. It is hot, it's humid, and we're getting you ready and prepared for another round of scattered showers and storms. Now we'll take the rain. We have the possibility of seeing rain each and every day in our 7-day forecast, but also we have the potential for some severe storms. We start out the week hot into the 90s, and then 80s return, and we'll have multiple days in a row of those 80-degree temperatures. Satellite and radar looks fine for now, not seeing any rain in our direction. The heavier rain is well off to the east of us. We have the stalled boundary right here, but then we also have what could be our next named storm there. We're not going to really be impacted by that because remember, it's tracking more north and west. For us, we're going to be watching our severe weather threat. We do have a low-end risk today. Watch what happens though as we head into tomorrow. Up in the high country, you need to be mindful that your threat goes from low to medium. I think really we'll see the greatest impacts overall from Wednesday night and into Thursday. That's when we could see some of the most powerful storms, and the number one risk will be strong damaging winds, heavy downpours leading to localized flooding. Here's our futurecast heading into the 3 o'clock hour. So a lot of us still holding on to sunshine, but we'll start to see these little lines form up in the northwestern corner of our viewing area. There's 6 o'clock still. Watch for those heavy downpours right along I-40. As we're looking at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, here's Tuesday. It's gorgeous. And then just like clockwork, a couple of those afternoon showers and storms. Remember I mentioned I think the worst of it will be Wednesday night. Here's 8 o'clock. Watch what happens while we go to sleep. This is going to be probably the heaviest rain and the most active weather when we're talking about our storm potential overall. Our Thursday morning commute also a little bit dicey, so you might want to start planning accordingly. You might want to allow for a little extra drive time to get to where you need to be. Strong damaging winds for the next few days if you do so happen to get caught in one of those strong to severe storms. So if you have things outside that might blow away, make sure they are all secure. Jerry Hunt Supercenter 7-day forecast will start out the week into the 90s, 83 degrees by Thursday. We get to hold on to those 80s as we're finishing out our work week and heading straight into the weekend. All right.